What are you? Stop!
A lot of strange things happen in our world, and ghosts are one of them. That kind of spikes you with goosebumps and leaves you with an unforgettable experience. Although it sounds absurd, a couple of these bizarre moments luckily happen to be caught on camera. And if you don't believe in ghosts, well, join us as we have a look at 15 paranormal ghost videos caught on camera.
Right there this time. Hello? Hey, no, stay there. Hey.
Number 15. A perfectly paranormal performance. This story begins with this unusual clip taken somewhere in an urban neighborhood. Like a usual home, the family was about to call it a day. Little did they know that their night was about to take a furry, ghostly twist. In the evening, a weird shadow in the shape of a kitten could be seen walking in front of a hidden camera. It was no ordinary kitty though, because the very moment a sensor light came on, this mysterious furball disappeared just before people could see it. It's a strange thing, so when you step out at night, always look out for ghost animals too. Number 14. Haunted hallways. Having a possessed door or witnessing it is one thing you wouldn't want around you, and this video confirms it. This clip from the camera of a school entrance's door showed a very mysterious scene which features multiple slams as if the door had a personal vendetta against the peaceful silence. That's not the only thing that happened in this unusual video. A few moments later, another usual thing happened with the lockers on the nearby left. The locker suddenly began to shake like it was in search of something or someone. The locker eventually opened though, as we could see books falling to the floor. Perhaps our ghost was a book lover. We can't say for sure, but we were able to determine the ghost's mood with what happened in the video a few seconds later. Suddenly, a wet floor sign went down to the floor like the ghost was mad at the books found, and that is bringing us to a crossroad. Is this a hoax or a well-planned joke intended to deceive us? Or could it indeed be the genuine spirit of a former student? What if it is bound by some other unresolved business? Well, we can't say, but whatever its purpose is, it is clear that this isn't your typical everyday ghost encounter. Number 13. Mystery Guest. It's one of those snowy nights where everything appears hushed and motionless, but as we'll soon see, sometimes the most quiet nights conceal the most peculiar secrets. The hidden camera of a suburban house captures the unsettling figure lurking in the background. It's a white shadowy being that appears out of nowhere, like a stranger who feels as though they belong. As the snowflakes fall, our ghostly visitor strolls in the backyard. One can't help but wonder what drives such a peculiar stroll. Is it curiosity, a longing for a forgotten past, or something else entirely? It becomes a moment that leaves us in a flurry of questions. Who is this visitor of the night, and what connection do they hold to the house? Could it be a restless spirit or something less supernatural, masked by shadows and snowflakes? Number 12. Two mysterious figures. Out of the shadows creep not one but two mysterious figures. Now, what these beings are, we could only speculate. Ghostly animals, interdimensional travelers, simply your run-of-the-mill mischievous spirits. The mystery deepens as they run towards each other, almost like a supernatural meet-cute. They're in a hurry like they've got places to be. That's a cute one to watch though. As they approach one another, their rapid pace gives way to a leisurely stroll, and one cannot help but wonder if they're exchanging ghostly gossip or discussing the weather forecast. Were they once lovers in a realm that we could barely fathom? It could be if you think about it. They head directly towards the car, as if it's a portal to another dimension, or perhaps a stop for a snack on their cosmic journey. And just like that, they vanish. I'm sure the automobile stood there taken aback by what it just saw, wondering if it played chauffeur to a couple of spectral hitchhikers. Number 11. Noisy but empty toilet. This has to be one of the worst things that could happen to someone with anxiety, especially when you're home alone and it's nightfall. In this video, we can hear terrible noises coming from a part of the house. Could it have been a faulty door that was no match for the wind? I guess we'll find out soon. Petrified, the home's occupant went on to open the door only to see nothing. So what in the name of all things strange could have caused this whirlwind of weirdness? That is not normal because we could have sworn that the noise was probably coming from a dozen washing machines working at maximum power. And now that it is not so, what could be the cause of that loud noise? Perhaps the ghost of a person who died in that very toilet? I guess we'll never know. We'll probably never find the answer to this mystery, which leaves us with a story that mixes supernatural suspense and a shocking plot twist. Number 10. Ghost Gym. When the afterlife wants to stay fit. You're casually strolling through the city streets and suddenly what do you see? A locally made fitness contraption that's decided to put the paranormal in paranormal activity. I know that ghosts are supposed to be translucent, floating around in old mansions, but it seems that this one decided to break the mold and get a workout on the street corner. The Pack Deck machine, stationed innocently enough, springs to life. Is it a naughty spirit or perhaps a ghost with a never-ending passion for exercise? Its exact identity may never be known, but one thing is certain, it's here to pump some ghost iron. In case that wasn't absurd enough, observers found it hard to believe what they were seeing. They gather around shouting to encourage the supernatural workout warrior.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ethereal entity powers through more push-ups than your average mortal could ever dream of. It appears that this being aims to be the best muscled ghost in the afterlife. Perhaps it wants to impress its fellow entities or has a hauntingly important occasion coming up. So keep this in mind the next time you're walking down the street and see a fitness machine pumping iron all by itself. It could not be a glitch in the Matrix after all. It might simply be a ghost working on its gains. Number 9. Ghosts in the hospital. This hospital is far from being a regular hospital. First, we see a bag defying gravity and soaring through the air like it's auditioning for the ghostly Olympics. That is definitely not normal. Everything continued to go on strangely until a signpost on the wall got ripped off. It appears as though our ghost friend decided it required some remodeling. I think our ghost also thought about some balance and rest because just right after, a chair lunged forward like an unseen friend had taken a seat, just wanting a comfy spot to rest its feet before tossing it away. However, the mystery doesn't end there. The medical record locker also flew open. Maybe this ghost was a nurse, or what do you think? Number 8. Eerie figure drags boy into water. It's a serene night by the waterside, two young boys playing with their fishing rods and net in hand, excitedly casting their lines into the depths, hoping for a hearty dinner. All was going on accordingly until tragedy happened. All of a sudden, one of the boys got dragged into the water. What happened? Who dragged the little boy? Did he topple over? Was there a force? But you would only see it in slow motion. Here, do you see it now? The boy's arm is grabbed by this hostile alien hand with an unimaginable force, like the laws of nature themselves are working together to drag him into the murky depths. He vanishes in a matter of seconds, sucked up and leaving only ripples on the surface. It's a scene straight out of a supernatural thriller. Number 7. Unexplained legs on a stroll. In this video, a quiet, ordinary street, nothing out of the ordinary, until an eerie figure comes into view. This is not your regular ghost that is translucent or shadowy. No, this is something altogether different and, dare I say, bizarre. What we see is a set of legs, disembodied and surreal, walking with an unsettling purpose. It's as if someone's legs decided to take a midnight stroll all on their own. The video doesn't provide explanations. Instead, it fuels our curiosity. Is it a mischievous ghost having a laugh at our expense? Or is there a more rational explanation lurking in the shadows? We can't say for sure. Number 6. A haunting glimpse. Ghostly visit at the window. In the supernatural world, some mysteries leave us both amazed and perplexed. This video is one of those perplexing riddles that dance on the thin line between eerie and mesmerizing. As the camera captures the ethereal scene, we find ourselves drawn into a ghostly encounter that makes no logical sense. Through the dimly lit window, we glimpse a figure floating in the inky night air. The first question that springs to mind is, who or what could this thing be? As the seconds tick by, the ghostly presence seems to approach the window, but it did something unusual. This mysterious person decides to vanish just as fast as it arrives. It turns gracefully and disappears into the shadowy depths, leaving us to wonder at the absurdity of it all. Was this only an optical illusion, the result of our overactive imaginations, or a real glimpse into the paranormal? One thing is certain, the mystery persists, and the shadowy figure at the window continues to baffle even the most skeptical of minds. Number 5. A ghostly encounter, shadows on a sunny day. This video is a prime example of one such extraordinary encounter. A man and his son leisurely stroll along, basking in the sunlight, unaware of the otherworldly events about to unfold. As the camera documents their seemingly idyllic walk, we notice a curious and shadowy figure emerging from the background. It's a ghostly presence, silently treading in their footsteps, an invisible companion following in the bright daylight. Our duo, or let's say trio, continues on their journey, heading towards a railway track, yet something peculiar stirs within the man. He halts, a quizzical expression on his face as he glances back. But what he encounters is the stuff of spine-tingling mysteries. The ghostly figure, once trailing them, has vanished into thin air. Is this a playful ghost, curious about the world of the living? Nobody knows, but one thing is for certain, the boundaries between the known and the unknown continue to be blurred in the world of the supernatural. Even in broad daylight and under a clear sky, strange things can still happen. Number 4. Exploring the unexplained, a glimpse into the creepy unknown. Sometimes curiosity can get the better of us, a group of daring souls standing before a creepy building, its mysteries beckoning them closer. With the camera's lens serving as our window into mystery, one brave individual decides to reveal the secrets within. Through a small hole in the door, they look into the depths of the unknown, their lens capturing nothing but impenetrable darkness. But as seconds tick by, an unsettling surprise awaits. Two bright and luminous eyes pierce through blackness, staring back with intensity. The eerie glow of those eyes seem to hold untold secrets, secrets that may never be fully unveiled. And then, in a sudden and unexpected rush, this mysterious entity lunges forward as if it had just spotted its long-awaited meal. It's a moment that sends shivers down the spine. Is it a ghostly creature from a realm beyond our comprehension? We can only speculate about the building's true purpose because of its obscurity, leaving us with a lingering feeling of anxiety. Number 3. A nighttime encounter. When the world is wrapped in silence, sometimes the extraordinary unfolds. We find ourselves amidst the ordinary, walking down the familiar streets, unaware of the mysterious surprise that awaits us. As the video begins, we find ourselves on a dimly lit street. It's your typical quiet neighborhood, but here's the twist. It's far from ordinary. Suddenly, out of the darkness emerges our mysterious star of the show. A ghostly figure, almost translucent, casually strolls down the street. No rushing, no frantic movements, just an otherworldly walk. Questions swirl in our minds. Who is this nocturnal wanderer? What secrets do they carry? Is it a lost soul seeking solace in the darkness? Or perhaps it's just a guardian spirit silently watching over the slumbering world. Who is the ghost and what brings them to this quiet street in the dead of the night? It's a puzzle that may never be solved. What's truly captivating is how this spectral figure vanishes into thin air. One moment it's there and the next it's gone. No smoke or mirrors, just pure ghostly magic. It leaves you wondering, was it ever really there to begin with, or did we just witness a fleeting glimpse of the supernatural world? While we may not know all the answers, videos like this do help to maintain the feeling of wonder, because who knows? Perhaps one day we'll discover the paranormal secrets. Number 2. Ghosts who came to visit. This homeowner was woken up by his dog's barking and made his way downstairs to assess the situation. He spotted why his dog was barking right from afar. A dark human-like figure sitting comfortably on his couch. The homeowner, probably a lot braver than most of us, calls out to the ghost, but as soon as the ghost realizes it's been spotted, it disappears into thin air.
Right there this time. Hello? Hey, no. No, stay there. Hey. Oh my God. Dude. It's okay. It's okay.
Now the dog is still going berserk, not helping with the frayed nerves, and out of nowhere, we see a ghostly feminine hand relentlessly pounding on the glass door. It's like a ghostly percussion performance. but definitely not one you'd want front row tickets to. The homeowner decides to turn the lights off and the hand disappears, but the relentless knocking continues on. The homeowner opens the door with nerves of steel, but it's empty out there. Talk about a ghostly game of hide and seek. He turns to leave the room, and surprise, those ghostly hands are back, pounding on the transparent door, demanding an entry. The tempo just keeps picking up.
What are you? Stop! Charlie, come on.
Then the nice horrors take a different turn. Lights flicker unsettlingly. A child's voice, faint yet unmistakable, reverberates throughout the house. The homeowner is drawn towards the sound, making his way to the bathroom, and there, in the dimly lit space, we witness another unbelievable sight. A short and shadowy figure stands before him, barely taller than a child. As he approaches, the figure vanishes into nothingness, a fleeting specter. But in the blink of an eye, it returns, a haunting presence that seems to mock his very existence. The video has everyone on the edge of their seat. These unexplained events are enough to make anyone's heart race. The homeowner's bravery in confronting these mischievous ghosts is something else. But what's the deal with the ghostly visitors? Are they trying to communicate, or is it all just a sinister game? Number 1. The Return of the Ghost. It's often rumored that the ghost of a loved one comes back to visit even after death and the funeral, and it seems that this is what happened in this video. The video initially begins as something regular, with 4 children having a wonderful rest after the day's activities, and almost immediately, we see one of the objects in the room making the strangest of moves. All seemed to go on well again until the unusual thing happened. An eerie figure appeared in the corner of the room and was making slight movements. Now, we can't exactly see the strange figure's hair, but it looks like it's covered with wet hair. This figure disappeared from the camera's footage, and in the space of 5 seconds it appears again. This time it announced its presence with the sound of a wood-like object falling right in front of it. This sound, however, woke up the sleeping children, who immediately looked around to see the cause of that noise. Well, they saw the cause of the noise and nobody told them what to do before taking to their heels. One even went as far as dragging the last child, who was still sleeping away, but that sparks a question. Have they witnessed this incident before? Could it have been the ghost of a family member? Perhaps their mother? It sounds tricky though, but I guess we'll never know. These paranormal ghost videos caught on camera are undeniably spooky, but they have really had us on the edge of our seats with their incredible content. Tell us, which of these paranormal ghost videos scared you the most? Do well to let us know in the comments section below.